I have prepared a little slides, a little presentation where I can show you. Um, we do know what is actually business communication and verbal communication, but I have listed down some points to discuss why these are very important and how we can improve it. And at the end, I am going to tell you that what are we doing in our business and verbal communication sessions. And if you want to enroll in these sessions, what are you going to get in at the end? Shall I start?
Yes, sure.
Okay. So, first thing is we know that communication is very essential, especially when it comes to communicating when because when also because we are part of um, a company which deals with international clients, with local clients, we have to interact with each other. So it is very important for us to have good communication skills on various levels. Okay? So that is why business communication is just not, it's not limited to speech, but it is about many other things. It is how we communicate with different people, different businesses, and using different mediums too. So we have to also give a lot of care to, um, you know, how clear we are, what is our tone, what messages we are conveying. Okay, so I have listed down four very common methods of business communication. First is verbal communication, like I'm talking to you when we talk uh, with each other, when we speak or convey any idea, any opinion. It can be through virtual meetings, phone calls, or in-person conversations. Um, the second one is visual communication, through which we communicate our ideas, concepts, whatever that is represented through charts, maps, infographics, videos. Then we have non-verbal communication, our behavior, our body language, gestures, dress, facial expression, everything comes in it. Then we have written communication. So usually many people, ask me or other people, how can they, excel in written communication? It can be through letters, emails, chats, reports, documentation, memos, anything. So these four are basic types of business communication, and how can we use them? We all through our day, all through our week, we have to communicate with different people and different team members, clients, in all sorts of ways. So how can we improve it? How can we use it? Now the question comes in. Achha, for verbal communication, we can have strong confident voice, we can be a good listener, we can use uh, appropriate terminologies, we can avoid filler words, we can avoid words that are not suitable for our professional conversations. For our non-verbal communication, we can notice how our emotions physically feel. We can be very intentional about our non-verbal communication. We can also find very nice ways to improve our non-verbal communication, like we could dress, in a professional way. We could also uh, make our body language very comforting, very calming. Then we have visual communication. If we do need it in any form or way, we can use these visuals to uh, address our audience and to help them understand, to give a clear and easy message to them. But it is just if we really need it. Sometimes we do send screenshots, sometimes we send, pictures and attach these things to our conversation to make it more understandable. Anyways, coming to the main point, what about our written conversation? We can use very simple words, easy to understand. We can set a tone. We can take time to review our written communication. Now we have online tools to verify that we are sending the right message or not. We can avoid spelling mistakes, grammar mistakes, sentence structure. We can use easy and understandable tones so that it is much more easier for us to send and receive messages which are not which are easy for others to understand. Okay, and we can also make we can set a style of writing for ourselves so that others could find our messages enjoyable and effective. Now, coming to the next slide, why is communication important for us or our business? If I would say that it is important for your business or for your company, you might not put a lot of effort to learn this skill. But if I would say that you are in a position which is going to directly benefit you, you would definitely put an interest to it. Like communication, I'll take questions at the end too, but you have seen people with better communications are usually at higher positions. They usually gets authority to manage the team, to communicate messages from clients to the team, or maybe you are in a position where you can, you know, develop or progress in your professional life too. So how can it can benefit us? It helps us to build a better team. It prevents misunderstandings and conflicts. It can tremendously improve customer service, customer care, because now the customer can tell us anything and we can understand and improvise our strategies according to them. We can customize, their thoughts into our services as we are a service-based industry. We can meet goals better. We can earn success. We can improve, numbers in terms of profits. It can also promote creativity and innovation, which is really important these days when we are in, in the age of social media. And most importantly, it advances your individual career prospects. It's it can show you tremendous growth. Okay, so then I thought, what should I do, or which points should I keep to help you improve your business communication skills? Okay, but to do that, you have to be little thoughtful. You need little practice. You need time and patience. You have to invest in it. Some people are actually good at communication you know by birth, but some, if you're not, you have to need a little practice and thoughtfulness to invest your time and energy into learning a skill which can help you in a future. Like you can practice listening. Once you listen something, you understand it, and once you understand it, you can now create messages, now create you can manage things better. Now you can also improve your memory, by recognizing names and faces and what are the designations of other people, what other messages people would like to tell us. Sometimes those people would really need very basic improvement, very basic skills of business communication. They could also take a course. Okay? They can attend motivational seminars. And most importantly, now technology helps a lot in improving our business communication. Either I'm talking about verbal or written business communication. Technology can help us in both ways. Okay, if you're sending any email, letter, any memo, we can check it through uh, different softwares. We can listen to the right pronunciations of the words through Google. We can also check the meanings and add that word into our vocabulary. If I got an email, I would, if I couldn't understand the actual meaning, so I would rather look for the other words which can be used instead of that. I would look for the meanings of that words. Okay, so coming to the very main point of this session, that we do know that business communication, verbal communication, written communication is important in our field. We do know that these are the ways that we can improve. But what digital dividend is doing to help you out in this manner, we have actually started a few months back this business communication sessions where you can enroll, and from the very basic, we take you to different levels. We teach you tenses, some vocabulary, sentence structure, correct tenses, formal writing, how to use better spellings, and how to use proper tenses, how to put proper questions, how to give proper answers to a certain question, stuff like that from the very beginning. If you know, so usually what I do is I conduct these sessions and I usually analyze, a participant, whoever is interested, and see that either he or she needs, assistance right from the beginning, or maybe he is in a stable position. What is his job description? Where does that person really needs to communicate? Either he or she is dealing with an international client, native speaker. They are just a team lead who wants to be, communicating with their team, whatever that is. So we usually take your feedback and your requirements, and whatever that is, we usually then analyze that. What areas do they really need to improve, and then according to it we customize sessions, and then we start from the very basic. We revise all the tenses, we go through vocabulary, sentence structures, and then if you really need to improve your verbal communication too, then we can have, assist you through our verbal sessions where we have different activities through which we improve fluency and pronunciation and tenses too, of a particular participant. And now, if we are at a position where some people really need to have, you know, their job description is in a certain way that they have to write formal documentations or emails to clients, to customers, or within the company to the other team members. So I'm just going to form a writing, written business communication sessions for them, and we are going to take it forward in a certain way that they could improve it. So you don't have to ask anyone to draft something for you and then you just change names and dates and just give that similar message every time. You can now customize it by yourself according to your wish, whatever you think would be the right answer or right question in that email or document. You can do it by yourself. And also, uh, I'll give you some, tips, maybe, or maybe some types of tools that you can check your documents or emails by yourself and through your tools, which will allow you to have a better confidence that you're sending the right message. Okay, so I have almost 11 participants